Got the little Pitts Eagle biplane. It's actually a one-of-a-kind airplane that he calls the Vortex Eagle. He's on the roll. Bill Left coming by on the left, but take a look as this Air Force Major and aerobatic pilot takes to the sky in this beautiful white biplane. Ken Appezzato and the Vortex Eagle from Columbus, Mississippi, goes into tumbling flight, throwing the stick forward and doing the shoulder roll 2.5 across the line as he takes this airplane based on a design that goes back to 1946. Ken Appezzato pulling that stick back with his right hand right into his lap and getting into the G's as he keeps it right down close to the ground here in 2008's AirPower over Hampton Roads Air Show. Gets past show center. He'll pull back again. They're being forced into his seat at 7 times the normal pull of gravity. As he goes over the top, watch him come down the 45 with point rolls on the line. That 45-degree down line. He'll get into the left-hand side of the aerobatic box and pull up once again. He's a major in the Air Force. He's a first officer for United Airlines, and as he goes straight up into the sky, he'll let the airspeed bleed off and kick hard on the left rudder pedal. That is called the hammerhead stall turn. He's flown over 40 different aircraft, from the Piper Cub to the C-5 Galaxy. 3/4 of a roll and a full aileron roll, and continues to roll it as the airplane is turned one way as the prop forces it to turn the other, backing it up in what is called a torque roll. 70 miles an hour backwards, swapping the airplane out. The nose drops down toward the horizon, and he gains airspeed once again as he heads to the right-hand side of the aerobatic box. Currently, K9 teaches new Air Force pilots to fly in the T-6 Texan II. Ken Appezzato is here today, along with his wife, his brother, and lots of the members of his family, and they are excited to see this young man fly this incredible airplane. Doing the 4-point hesitation roll, 2 points, and then goes into maximum performance aileron roll. Up to 45, the red, white, and blue airplane in the blue skies over Hampton Roads. Now watch him. 3/4 of the world's smallest loop. He'll stop it. Keep it and pull it back on the stick. Can he get it? Yes! Look at that! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. He did it. A 3/4 loop. Let's hear it for Ken Appezzato. Whoa! 300 horsepower in a 1,400-pound airplane. Now up he goes. The spiraling tower caps it off. Continues to roll the airplane, and the nose will drop down toward the ground. He sees the runway getting big in his windscreen, lines up on the 500-foot reference line, coming in at about 200 miles per hour right now. Goes into an inverted flight. Point rolls now, continuing along the line. Yes, indeed. K9 joined the Air Force in 1989 after graduating from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. After pilot training at Columbus Air Force Base, he was chosen to be a first assignment instructor pilot in the T-38 Talon, teaching the Air Force's newest fighter pilots to fly. Now watch as he slows the airplane down here, keeping the nose up. He's turning it into a helicopter, 300 horsepower, slowing it down. Look at this, slower. He's going just 30 miles an hour. Now pushes the nose forward, trades his altitude for airspeed and energy in all of these maneuvers, because none of these airplanes you're seeing flying, these civilian aircraft, have more power than they do weight. As he tumbles the airplane through his own smoke, falls back down, and I'm going to tell you, I wish I had my mother-in-law up there. Now, as Ken drops it around once more, more time, I'm going to ask you to do one thing for me, folks. It has nothing to do with the air show that's on right now, but we've got a lot of trash that's coming around on the other side of the fence. It's being blown over toward the red arrows. We cannot have that. We're going to ask, please, that you hold on to all your trash and get it into a container right away. It's very important that we don't let that FOD or foreign object damage get fouled up. Now up to 45, watch the quarter roll, and now the outside shoulder rolls again, tumbling with an ice tumble and recovering, pointing it right down 45 degrees toward the ground. How about that? His sponsors, Wellspring Personal Fitness, Oregon Arrow, keeping it quiet around his ears, SkyTech Flight with flyweight starters, Whirlwind propellers, helping give him that power to do these great maneuvers, Softy parachutes for his protection, hooker harness keeping him in the seat, and Christopher Mark Designs Fuel Rage. Ken was hired by United Airlines in 1999. And he does 2 stop rolls on the top of the loop and pulls it around. It's called the Avalanche. He's lived in Seattle, Washington, Brookfield, Connecticut, and was based in Denver, New York, and Chicago, and has flown the 727 by Boeing and the Airbus. This is the time to get your cameras ready. He's going to bring it in for a knife-edge photo pass, which means he's going to use 300 horsepower to fly with no lift being generated by those 2 wings, just by the horizontal stabilizer, 300 horsepower, a little bit of the fuselage, and watch him drag it along the line. There he goes, ladies and gentlemen, at just 150 miles an hour. Ken Appezzato. Aaron Stellar, please return to the official air show t-shirt booth. Now, Ken Appezzato takes it out to the left-hand side of the box, gets into some G's once again as he does 3/4 of a turn to the right and stops the turn and pulls to the left. Gets a left-hand turn out of it. He's coming back in to do the dirty 8. Coming in, there's 180, 190 miles an hour. Outside snap roll to turn it around on the oblique, coming down the 45. He'll bring it down towards show center again and then pull up. On the airplane. There's the tumble. Using the gyroscopic power of that 300 horsepower engine as he lays an 8 on a 45-degree angle. The dirty 8. Now, as he gets to center stage, I want you to keep an eye on what he's going to do here. He's going to head straight away from the crowd, pull straight up. We saw a hammerhead turn earlier. He's going to run it out of airspeed, kick hard on the left rudder pedal, but he's going to attempt not one, but a double hammerhead turn. There's 0 airspeed, pushes on the left rudder pedal, turns it around once. Let's go for 2. No, he'll just do 1 today, just making sure he can do 1 just right. A beautiful one. The centrifuge is coming next as Ken Appezzato does his aerobatic demonstration for us here at AirPower over Hampton Roads. He's been flying and teaching aerobatics for over 20 years. He bought his first aerobatic biplane in 2003 and began operating an aerobatic thrill ride business in Columbus. And throughout 2003 and 2004, K9 competed in aerobatic competitions throughout the southeastern U.S., where he learned to fly very precise aerobatic figures. The Pitts Eagle that he's flying today was more of an idea to combine the best qualities of the Pitts S2 and the Kristen Eagle 2. Due to increasing costs, the designers decided to scrap the project after building the frame. But several years later, the aircraft was completed by a private builder as a one-of-a-kind custom experimental aircraft called the Vortex Eagle. With this 540 cubic inch 300 horsepower wide-going engine, the Eagle is capable of speeds over 220 miles per hour and withstanding more than 9 times the pull of gravity. From 1995 to 2000, K9 piloted the C-141 Starlifter for the Air Force, flying strategic and tactical airlift missions to more than 40 countries worldwide. Air Force Base in Mississippi, as a primary flight instructor flying the T-37 Tweet and the T-6 Texan II. Would you join me in a round of applause for the man in the Vortex Eagle, Ken K9 Appezzato?